the way that I've been sort of training our customer success managers is in two ways. So the first is whenever anyone asks a question and sends a question on email, the first thing that you should say is, oh my God, like, thank you so much. Great question. Here's the answer. And by the way, I know that it took me 4 hours or 3 hours or whatever it is to answer this email. But if check out the Gong community, because it might have already been there. And if it's not, then then that person would have been able to answer that question in the community. And then that lives there forever. So then anytime it's like, I like to call it our Gong Google, right? You just search for it, it shows up, and
I'm going to check it out. That's awesome.
Check it out there, right? And so that saves everybody time. And so I always tell our CSMs, if there are emails that you are spending 30 minutes or more, an hour on, then I want that in the community. I want you to literally copy and paste that and,
it's like FAQs.
Yeah, like, yes, reuse it, fix it so that anyone that asks that again can see this in the community, and we have to start scaling. This is like the scale motion. I spoke with one of the community leaders at Atlassian yesterday, and their community is just so useful and so helpful to their customers that our customers are going to the community more than they're going to any, like, I maybe even the product, or maybe that's their website. I don't want to say product, but their website for sure. Like, people are spending so much time in the community, and people get excited. They spend, lots of time.
Yeah. Is there any specific softwares that you guys use for the community side?
Yeah, so we bought Incited. So Incited, there's several vendors in the space, and there's so many more that's coming up. We chose Incited specifically because of the level of integration that it has with existing, software tools that we use for customer experiences. I think that's one. Another one that people use is Vanilla, Khoros. There's so many. People use, obviously, Facebook groups you brought up as like a big one. Slack is a huge one. It just depends on the type of community that you're trying to build. What are your objectives? All of that. And I think Gong was just so clear and had such a clear mission that I was able to walk into my role and know exactly what I wanted to do and when, and do a great job. And that was because we had our chief customer officer, who I also affectionately, Eran Aloni, who I affectionately refer to as our chief community officer, which is also a title, by the way. There's a lot of chief community officers out there.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, don't forget to subscribe. You can also listen to our podcast on your favorite podcasting app.